Welcome! This is Fitness Anytime and Anywhere by Marzena. For today's aqua workout, I would like to invite you to a deeper part of the pool. How deep? Water level anywhere from shoulders to as deep as you want will be best. You don't even have to touch the bottom of the pool. And here's why. Because for this deep water aqua workout, we will be fully using water bouncy and resistance. We will also incorporate some equipment, aqua weights, pool noodles, and even aqua bell. I will show you my best and favorite floating exercise. I will explain you how to do them correctly and what mistakes you should avoid. I will also experiment with those mentioned equipment and tell you what you should expect using each of it and how switching from one to another will make even the same exercise different. Sounds like fun? Well, because it is. Let's challenge whole body with these weightless body toning moves. I recommend you repeat this exercise at least once a week. Yes, all of those. Or you can save your favorites and just add them to your daily workouts in a pool. Let's get going. As always, we will begin with a quick warm-up. I need you to be very comfortable with water temperature. This exercise will give you an awesome workout, but they are not going to be extremely fast. So tempo is not going to be our priority. That is why during warm-up, I want you to jog and run around the pool and skip and just move the heart rate up, and then you're gonna enjoy all those moves so much better. So I'm gonna run first the facing direction of the movement, and I'm gonna go backwards, and yes, our moves will be way different on the way back. Then you can skip or you can do wide jogging. Please notice I don't recommend using any equipment for warm-up. You actually want to move your wrists a little bit and just create tiny bit of resistance with your palms. The entire workout would be with some sort of equipment, so we'll get there later. You can turn around with your skips or jogging. It's a great idea if you don't have that much space. If you are working out in a small pool, then just utilize as much of that space as you have. Double check on your breathing here. Make sure you are inhaling into the nose and then breathing out through your mouth. All right, let me introduce you some equipment that I would love to use. Aqua belt, water dumbbells, and noodles. Water level, as I mentioned, should be above shoulders, or it can be as deep as possible. We'll begin with cross-country skiing, and we'll be tucking knees up. Now, I am not touching the bottom of the pool here. This is going to be the best water level for the entire workout. Again, it could be as deep as possible. Here you want to stabilize your entire body. You want your shoulders right above your hips, and you kind of want to stay on the same spot. So you're curling knees up and then pushing your heels down. I would love to say to the bottom of the pool, but I'm actually hoping you won't be able to touch it. Look what arms are doing. You kind of follow the same move that your legs are doing. So you are curling those elbows in towards yourself and then pushing them forward and sliding down. Each time after you punch forward, you'll be bringing elbows in towards your ribs. It's very challenging to breathe here, but remember, you inhale into the nose and exhale out throughout your mouth. I want you to try your best to stay on the same spot when you do cross-country skiing with the floating version. Here's why. If you notice that you move around too much, it means that one side of your body, maybe right or left, maybe front or back, is doing something different than the other one. Very often with floating aqua exercise, you will discover some body imbalances in your body. I will explain you more about it later. Alright, so now let's do the same exercise with aqua belt and see what's different. With aqua belt, I feel like you are getting a little bit easier workout, but because the belt is supporting your position here and you don't have to focus so much on just stabilizing those muscles, you will be able to enjoy the movement so much more, and you're probably gonna see that your range of motion improves. Alright, let's do next exercise. It's gonna be aqua jacks, and we're gonna begin with just aqua weights. So please notice that our arms do the opposite to legs. So when you jump out, you'll be bringing dumbbells in and then the opposite on your way down, just like this. So you can begin with touching the ground every now and then, and eventually you can start to float. When you start floating, you obviously have to move slightly faster, okay? Because anytime you move to that position and you hold the movement, you will start sinking a little bit. So you need to combine those moves together into one flow movement. It's a great exercise for abdominals, inner thighs, out thighs, and chest. With aqua weights only, you will have to lean forward just a little bit, but I want you to keep your back straight and your neck is extension of your spine. I will turn to the side in a moment to show you this. Many times you will hear me keep your shoulders square with hips, and yes, I still want you to do best you can to do it, but it's pretty much gonna be impossible to really line up those shoulders with hips in that position. You see how I'm leaning a little bit forward? It's okay. For those of you who are extremely flexible or maybe still doing this exercise on a shallow part where you can actually touch the ground and jump up, it's gonna be easier to maintain. But if you really are floating, if you're not touching the ground, it won't be, or at least not for the entire segment of this exercise. It's a challenging move. I want you to control that tempo and be in charge of it. Inhale into the nose and exhale out throughout your mouth. Make sure you don't hold your breath. Don't close your lips. You don't want that tension in your abdominals to increase too much. It's not good for you. Keep going. We want to repeat each segment many times. This way, you're really going to feel these muscles next day. And I strongly encourage you, you get your own aqua belt and your set of dumbbells and noodles so you could experiment all of those exercises with different equipment. I promise you're going to be surprised how different the same exercise will be if, let's say, we choose to use noodle or aqua belt for it. So here I am touching the ground every now and then. Again, if you have this option, great. If not, you are floating and getting even better workout. I'm using pretty large aqua dumbbells, so it is a hard workout for my upper body, and I like it. Remember that we need enough repetitions of each move. If you're only gonna do 5 or 8, it is not enough. This is not how effective workouts should be. You have to continue until you feel that your muscles, that your body had enough of it, and then you want to switch things up, do something different. All right, now I suggest you put belt on before you get in the water, and here's why. It is kind of tricky and it takes a long time to do it right in the water. Besides, you have to adjust the belt. It has to pretty much be very tight around your waist. Not uncomfortable tight, but it shouldn't move up and down. So the same exercise, aqua jacks, this time with belt. Obviously, it's way more easier now to float. You can choose to touch the bottom of the pool each time or not. You will be able to lift up your legs way higher. So the main difference with this version is that you are getting way more of that flexibility workout. Also, maintaining shoulders above hips will be so much easier now. So yes, there is a lot of advantages with adding and taking away some equipment. Rolls over with aqua dumbbells. Let's begin with just aqua dumbbells. You'll be pushing your feet forward and then kicking your legs back. Imagine there's a wall in front of you and then second behind you. You want to imprint your feet to the front wall and then to the back wall as quickly as you can. Right here. Notice that with the front kicks, your feet will go way higher, and then with back kicks, a little bit lower, and that's okay. Now with aqua dumbbells, it is quite a challenge for your upper body, especially if you decide to use bigger dumbbells like I am. Yes, it's easier to float with bigger dumbbells, but then it's so much harder to push them through the resistance. You have to pick what matters most for you. It's one of the best ab exercise in the water. Control your breath because it's very common mistake that we're gonna close our lips and again increase that tension in our abdominals. Tempo should be pretty consistent. I'm not gonna say very fast, but also you cannot go too slow because your body will start to sink, especially if you slow down with the back kick. After you touch that wall, move quickly to the front wall and then keep going. Try keep those dumbbells a little wider than your shoulders as you push them through the water density. There shouldn't really be any water being splashed with rollovers just because your feet should stay 1 inch below the surface. I'm just kicking a little higher just so you could see exactly how those legs move, but you really don't have to move them above the surface. And remember, don't slow down too much with the back part of the movement. Yes, this is really gonna put your upper body to a test. And now I will show you how the same exercise will be way different if you put your aqua belt on. Well, obviously now the floating part is not an issue, so you can focus so much more on your breathing. You can choose to move a little bit faster. And it's also a little easier for your arms. I really like to put some equipment in and then away during workout and have 100% benefit from all those moves. It is still gonna be a great abdominal exercise. Belt won't make that difference for you. You're still getting so much out of it. This is the best option for those of you who are not comfortable at the deeper end of the pool or maybe are non-swimmers, then give it a try. Floating push-ups with scissors and dumbbells. So not only we're gonna do push-ups, but we're gonna add leg motion like a scissor cut. You know this exercise already. And again, there's no water being splashed when you do it. So you push dumbbells down directly under your shoulders. That's our position. Our hips are stabilized, abdominals are engaged, neck is extension of the spine. Here I am not touching the bottom of the pool. Again, if you do it on a little shallower part, then you probably can bring that toe down and that's still fine. But if you have option to go deeper, please try it. Also, tempo is consistent. Yes, there are two different moves that we are putting together here, but once you put them together, it looks like one flow. Inhale and exhale. Every time you push dumbbells under the surface, I want you to exhale. Your breathing should always be well coordinated with tempo. Quick reminder again, this workout is about execution of the movement, about the right form and great range of motion. Tempo will come along your way, but that's not our priority. You're gonna build strong muscles. It's a great coordination training and good for balance. Again, this workout will show you maybe some imbalances in your body that we will hopefully address later. Floating push-ups with Aqua belt and Aqua dumbbells. Again, now the belt will help you float, so you will be able to focus on everything else. Maybe going just a tiny bit faster. Maybe now you can finally focus on the right way of breathing. Inhale into the nose and exhale out throughout your mouth. I'm gonna show you my favorite moves in this workout, and if you guys enjoy it, please let me know. Then I will create part 2. There are way more exercises that we can do on a deeper end than just what's in this video. Alright, now it's zigzag with Aqua dumbbells. So now you'll be curling your knees in toward your chest, kicking your feet to the side, and then kicking to the other side again. This time the wall that I want you to kick is either on your right or left. Do your best to keep your feet hip width apart or together with those kicks. Sometimes it's gonna be a little hard, and sometimes you're gonna kick a couple times and then you will be able to jump down. Now let's talk about arms position. You can choose to keep your arms open, line them up just like this, and then move your legs side to side. But there are other options as well, and I'll show you those in a moment. Tempo is again quite fast. This is the second option, when you also move your arms to the opposite side than your kicks go. With big dumbbells like mine, it's very challenging for upper body, and that's why I like it even more. When you move dumbbells from right to left, try keep them below the surface. I also like to switch things up and mixing those two versions together. You can do 8 of each or 4 of each. Can you do 5 of each? Yes, you can. Always focus on curling those knees in toward your chest, breathing out with kick. Yes, removing those toxins from our body. How about if we incorporate Aqua belt? And again, make sure you put it before you get into the water. It's gonna be zigzag with Aqua belt and dumbbells. And again, here you really feel like you can fly. We can fly in the water. Isn't that cool? So your moves will be so much faster, and again, just doing exactly the same exercise with the belt will feel like something completely new. It's extremely challenging to do this with Aqua belt and dumbbells, but give it a try. Look how I struggle here. Those are very big dumbbells. So if you had 2 different sets, I would probably suggest you go with smaller set, and then you're gonna enjoy that dragging motion so much more. But I like challenge. It's so much harder to keep feet together with this version when you move your arms aside. But again, that's just something different. So feel free to just kick those legs out and do best you can. Practice makes perfect. Have you heard this one? And as before, you can mix up your favorites every 4, switch things up every 8. You can also mix up zigzag with rollovers. That's another idea. I will definitely create some interval workouts where we will do some floating moves and cardio on the bottom of the pool. So stay tuned. I have a lot of great ideas coming. One more time, always check on your breathing. It's very easy to forget about the right way of breathing when we so challenge. Okay, how about zigzag with only aqua belt? What's the difference? You're gonna move so much faster. I like to put this one as my last move, just because I feel it's still fast, but it's a little bit more of that lymphatic massage in the water, because you're gonna shake those legs more and you're obviously gonna switch from position to the other position quicker. This one also burns a lot of calories. You probably notice that you are moving twice as fast as before. You can do it forever. Aqua bike wearing belt. Okay, now just imagine that there is a bicycle right underneath the surface, and you're gonna ride that bike forward, backwards, or all the way around. So you also want your shoulders quite above your hips, chin up, parallel to the surface, and obviously on this bike you will have to incorporate your arms a little bit more than on a regular bike. Tempo should be pretty good. It means it's not a relaxing ride. You are still getting a workout here, okay? You should not be able to touch bottom of the pool. If you are, it's just gonna get quite annoying. So you wanna really extend your leg forward and then down. It's also such a great relief for those hip flexors finally. Up, stay engaged. Again, try your best so you don't swing your shoulders to the side or forward. Neck is extension of your spine. You can also circle around and then reverse, or my favorite, figure 8. Yes, you can follow figure 8's shape. Keep going. We have a little bit more time for this exercise. Remember, just 30 seconds will not give you a good workout, okay? We need a number of repetitions. Now, aqua bike on the noodle. This is gonna be fun. Noodle will also support your body weight just like that. And you just want to make sure you sit exactly in the middle. You do pretty much exactly the same, and you also want to remember to keep your core engaged and avoid leaning forward. You're probably gonna notice that you can move a little bit faster, I guess, just because before you had to push that belt along with your body, and now it's different. So I guess this one I like more. No, I like both more. I wonder which one is your favorite. Let me know in the comments. And again, you can definitely move forward, backwards, all around, follow figure 8, switch tempo. You can go very, very fast for a little bit and then just slow down for a few seconds and then speed it up again. keep going all around. Control your breath. You're doing it right. Keep moving. And remember, you want to keep your fingertips linked. Just because we are not using dumbbells doesn't mean that we don't want to have a good arm workout. The more you open up your arms, the more you're going to target your back muscles. All right, now this is helicopter with aqua belt, and let me tell you this. This is gonna be the favorite exercise for most of us. I know, we can even do a voting here and decide which one was best. With aqua belt, helicopter is again just like flying, and this feels so relaxing, and it's still an awesome workout. It's so hard for me to explain you how you do it. You pretty much pretend your legs move like helicopter. Your arms will just help you do anything that's possible so you can make the motion. Now then I want you to try to reverse, and that reversing part may be the hardest one. Most of us will have one side so much stronger or just better developed than the other one, and this exercise will show you that. Make sure you do both, right and then left, even if left will feel and look a little awkward. I experience exactly the same, but I keep trying, and I want you to try as well. Then you're gonna pick up aqua dumbbells and you're gonna continue. Remember, you want to focus on your legs, following pretending helicopter. Your arms with dumbbells will just float around, and then you're gonna reverse, and again it's gonna be a piece of the awkward, I don't know, it's where am I going? Have fun with it and make sure you do both sides. Once you keep rolling, it's gonna be fun. It's just hard sometimes to figure out which one, I already did. Was it right or left? I promise you, you're gonna have this issue. And sometimes you will be moving all around the pool. So make sure you find a good spacious spot in the pool. How about if we take belt off and try to helicopter with dumbbells only? I feel like this is when a real workout begins. It is way more challenging. This is where exactly you're gonna feel how all the muscles, I'm not gonna say ab muscles, core muscles, because these are all the muscles that surround our spine, will have to somehow agree on doing the same thing. Turning your legs all the way around. You try keep your legs together, straight, and as close to the surface as possible. Remember, priority is your leg and your legs, and then arms are just helping. Couple more, reversing to the other side. Yes, make sure you switch. You need to do right side, left side, because you will get a little dizzy. All right, torso twist with dumbbells. Now you will be pushing those dumbbells underwater right behind your knee, and then I want you to pretend you're sitting on a chair. And then you're gonna twist from right to left. Just use your arms to maintain that motion. If you're doing this exercise for the first time, you probably want to stay on the same spot. Don't make it too confusing by moving around. But eventually, yes, you can turn around, you can take it back or forward. and explore the space around you. Obviously, this exercise we could do on a shallower part of the pool, just doing our best to not to touch the bottom. So yes, for about 50% of those moves, you actually need quite deep water level. For others, you can pretend you do. Fingertips linked, abdominals engaged. Make sure you breathe, inhale and exhale, and inhale, exhale. Notice the rotation is mostly from waist down. Our upper body is not rotating anywhere. This exercise I also like to put closer to an end of the workout, just because it's less intensive, and I know that I have to move pretty fast to be comfortable in colder water, so that would be as close to your cool down as possible. And then I'm gonna show you another exercise that I think it can remind you this, but now we got pool noodles and we're gonna do pump. Instead of twisting side to side, which we probably could implement here as well, we're gonna push feet down and up and also cruise around the pool. This one feels like, oops. This one feels a little bit like surfing or even skiing. And it's so much fun. It's also so much challenge for your legs and for your abdominals again. You're gonna add a lot of great arm moves, so you can move around the pool, and that also works your upper body. On the deeper part of the pool, you will be able to fully push those noodles down, and that's gonna make such a difference. You always want your feet hips or even shoulder width apart, and you always need yourself exactly in the middle. Even if you shift your body weight a little bit to the side, trust me, you're gonna deal with a lot of issues, and you're probably gonna end up falling off that noodle. Could we do this exercise wearing aqua belt? We absolutely could. That's not gonna make it much more challenging. Probably it would be easier for those again who don't swim or are afraid of water. Then that's just another option. Always exhale, pushing those feet down. This is such a great exercise. Again, if you are doing all those moves together with me, make sure you give yourself that much time to fully explore this move, to really give your body a chance to get something out of it. 8 repetitions, even 12 in the water may simply not be enough.
I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true.
Keep on going. You can move backwards, you can move sideways, you can also imagine little tasks for yourself when you are in the water. This way, you can distract yourself from really counting each move, because counting sometimes is boring, okay? You can tell yourself, okay, now I'm gonna get to that point and then I'm gonna come backwards, or then you're gonna go around, and just give yourself those little tasks so the time flies like this, and you won't even know when you're gonna do 100 reps. 100 reps sounds amazing. I decided to put all those moves together this way, so after you finish them, you will feel it's a complete total body workout. Your legs are getting such a challenge at this point, but I know you feel that your arms were working very, very hard during those previous moves, and there are just few left. We're now gonna do pump and front kick. So now one foot exactly in the middle, you're gonna push your foot down, and you may be touching the ground, but even best if you don't. And then you're gonna do front kick with your other leg, and then just move your toe back without touching the ground, and then again. So when you begin this exercise, you split those two leg moves. So you firstly do pump, then kick, then you take a toe back, and then you come back from pump. But eventually try combine those two together. So it's pump and kick, go back. And you are getting an awesome ab workout right here as we speak. Again, shoulders above hips as much as we can obviously maintain it. It's a hard position. I actually decided to put this exercise closer to an end because it really is an advanced exercise. Could you do it wearing aqua belt? Absolutely. That would make the whole thing a little bit easier too. But if you want real challenge and you know your body is ready for it, try go without aqua belt. Then you're gonna switch leg, and again, even if you already were able to put everything together well, split those moves. So you have pump, kick, push your toe back, and pump. And then do it again a couple times just to give your body and even our brain a chance to, you know, put it all together. And then eventually you blend all of those into one motion. When we do deep and pull exercise, we really have to stay very focused on what are we doing and how we doing. You won't be able to think about your grocery shopping when you do it. I assure you, you won't. This probably is the most challenging exercise in today's workout. Let me know how did you do and which one was yours most challenging. Now I will also show you that this one can be done with side kicks. So you also push noodle down, kick to the side. Ooh, I can see this exercise in our future kickboxing video. What do you think? Because it's so challenging, feel free to do anywhere from 10, 12, and then switch side. All right, and one more time, make sure you're exactly in the middle. Now the noodle I'm using is not a professional noodle that's normally used for aqua class. The difference is that this one has a hole in the middle, and it's just not as good, but it's still okay. So if you sometimes don't have access to those professional noodles, really any noodle will do the job. It's just not gonna be that amazing. And again, 10 to 12 reps would be very, very nice of you. And now finally, we're gonna float. So we're gonna do kick side to side. This will somehow remind you zigzag, but now we're gonna open up those legs. And I want you also think about this exercise as brain exercise, and I'll tell you why. I want you firstly move top leg over left and then try switch. All right, so you're gonna push top leg back, and then you can reverse this and try push top leg forward first and see what happens. It's also quite challenging. Now you're obviously gonna try how different it will be with dumbbells, and yes, it will be very different. Focus on beautiful range of motion. This one again will really ease that tension from around your hips and your pelvic. So just kick it. That's also something that you could mix with rollovers or zigzag and just put them together into nice fun routine. I am already working on another video where we will mix them up, so that's why I want you to practice those. All right, now with Aqua Belt, it's again very different feeling. Now you're gonna use your arms for the float, and of course belt support you in this position. You will be able to move a little bit faster, I believe. Really open up those legs, okay? Here we really want to stretch it out. It's such a great dynamic stretch. When we are in the water, we can do so much more, so let's benefit from it. Every now and then, if you feel like you need a quick break, go for it. It doesn't mean that you have to do each exercise for 4 minutes without stopping. Once you see that your range of motion is getting smaller and smaller, it's probably a good idea to take a few second breaks, maybe drink some water, and then you're gonna do more. I know you will. How about if we try those kicks without any equipment? Look how creative we can get with those exercises. This is the same exercise, yet this is my fourth idea of how to do it. It's gonna be very fast and so much different from the previous 3. Give it a try. This one you can do on really any water level. Guys, I hope you enjoyed experimenting with all those moves. If you're gonna do all of them in one workout, you will be very challenged and you will deserve a good cool down. But you can also take my other advice and just put some of those moves at the end to any other cardio workout. So let's cool down with this exercise where we are just pushing water gently side to side. Don't splash, just let it flow. Then bring your hands to the wall, step forward, right foot, and then press your left heel down to the bottom of the pool, or as close as you can. Keep your back straight and breathe. On your exhale, move this heel off the bottom of the pool, bend your knee and push your pelvic forward. Gonna move your arms out and in and give your hip flexors a chance to stretch. It's a well-needed stretch. Next, curl your toes back. Lift up your chest, and if you want, you also move your right hand off the wall. Shoulders back and away from ears. And just move your toes and your leg side to side. Release it. Reach to the side. Firstly up, and then you're gonna bring your elbow next to your ear and above your ear, but continue reaching rather higher than toward the wall. Place your palm on the wall and now open up your chest. Breathe deeply. As you inhale, feel how your chest opens up, fills in with air. What a good stretch, and well needed again. Then we're gonna switch leg. Press your heel down. And on your exhale, move your heel up, push your pelvic forward, shoulders back and away from ears. Breath in and out. Our heart rate slows down, our breathing as well. Curl your toe back, and move your knee up and back. Extending the opposite arm forward is option. You can continue holding the wall or taking it up to the next level. And again, just swing your legs side to side. Let your leg float. Turn your palm back like this, the one that's on the wall, and now open up your other arm out. Create that stretch. Breathe deeply in and out. On your exhale, go ahead, round up your spine, climb up on your toes, and then bring your heels down. Release. Do it again. Exhale, round up that spine, loosening up all those back muscles. Yes, they were also working super hard. Knee up, circle your toes out. And then open up your knee to the side. Great hip opening exercise and good stretch for those inner thighs. Oh, these muscles work really hard today. Switch leg. Open up your knee to the side. And now relax. Guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, for being a part of my team. I'm so happy that our team is growing. And thank you so much for your support, for your comments, for your feedback. I appreciate all of it. Have a great workout.